On the first day of school, the dean threw a bird egg heavily on the ground. He told the freshmen that this is how the world is, either compete or die, because there will always be other birds to occupy his nest. Then, he overturned the transcripts of those failed candidates, saying that these were like bird eggs pushed down by you, because they could not compete with you, so they were stepped on. This is the Imperial College of Technology, which ranks first in India. Nearly 400,000 people apply for the exam every year, but only 200 people can get it in the end. The dean's son took the exam for 3 consecutive years and was rejected. However, he did not hold a grudge about it. Instead, he took out a space pen slowly and introduced it to the freshmen. This is a great invention developed by scientists at a cost of millions. He can write at any angle, any temperature, and even in zero gravity. 32 years ago, his teacher passed on this pen that symbolizes excellence to him. But in 32 years, he has never found a student as good as him to take over this pen. At this time, Ranch raised his hand and asked, "Since pens cannot write in outer space, why don't astronauts use pencils? This way, millions of dollars can be saved." The dean was speechless by the sudden question. Unprepared, he had to say awkwardly that he would answer it later, but the seeds of grudge had been quietly planted, because he embarrassed the dean. The boy who worked as a handyman in the school admired Ranch especially. He was rejected by the class he longed for because he could not afford the tuition, but Ranch told him that he did not need to pay tuition to go to school. He only needed a suitable school uniform to move freely between classrooms. Then he gave him money to buy a school uniform as a confidence to try. Ranch dared to break the routine in every link. The dean's cage-like bird's nest finally welcomed a free bird, but this free bird would be frustrated before it took off. In the first class, the teacher asked Rancho what a mechanical device is. Rancho said that anything that can save effort is a mechanical device, such as fans, telephones, air conditioners, calculators, and even zippers on pants are mechanical devices.
1 second में up, 1 second में down, up, down, up, down, up, down.
This casual answer made the teacher very angry.
क्या मैं ये सब लिखोगे? ये मशीन है. Up, down, idiot.
At this time, a top student stood up and recited the definition of mechanical devices in the book word for word, and the teacher smiled with satisfaction. But Rancho was dissatisfied. He thought that this was the same meaning as his own, but it was not as easy to understand as his own explanation. As a student of a top university, he should learn to be flexible and adaptable, instead of being a nerd who memorizes by rote. But the teacher said that if he wanted to pass his mechanical class, he had to follow the textbook completely. Rancho wanted to argue again, but he didn't expect the teacher to directly let him get out of the classroom.